Yo, welcome to another episode of TMF. In the news for this episode, we've hit 8,000 total views, and I want to say a massive thank you to one and all for making that possible. Keep on watching because we've got new things coming up, and I want to just say onwards and upwards to 9,000 views. Woo! And also I'll be having a comedy set in February, that'll be stand-up comedy again, and the date will be properly announced on my Facebook page and also the TMF YouTube show Facebook page if you want to come along and watch. And TV news, there's Celebrity Big Brother started up again, but that's just a big carnival of shite. That's a lot of shit if you ask me. And also in Scottish news, there was a guy appeared at Perth Sheriff Court to basically represent himself on the charge of sexual misconduct. He was on a train coming back from Perth. He was out in his tits in legal highs, and when the buffet car came along, he proceeded to shag it. He didn't get charged for sexual offences like on the sexual offence register because he shagged something that was inanimate, but it was fucking clatty and it was offending for anybody watching. And in the extreme US news, the weather in USA has been really extreme. Like, it's been snowing, and then temperatures of -50, 60, and -70 C have been happening. It almost makes our weather look pretty normal. And also in sad news, Ford Kiernan's son had died at the age of 12. My heart goes out to Ford and his family. My thoughts are really with him at this time. A loss is really sad, but a young loss is even sadder. And the TV review for this episode will be of Dog the Bounty Hunter. Dog the Bounty Hunter can be found on Sky channels and also a freeview channel called Pick. And basically the show is about a family who operate a bail bonds company, and they collect people that have either defaulted their bail bonds or breached their terms and conditions. And the editing style is very fast paced and it keeps you on the edge of your seat. But the family itself, they're very close knit and they've got really strong, amiable family values. Celebrity Big Brother, fail or win? It's a fail, because it's the same old shite, different year, and people just make a tit of themselves on it. TMF YouTube show hitting 8,000 views, that's a definite win, but a bigger win when it hits 9,000 views. Woo! MCE Big Ed's Facebook page, definite win. Babes, banter, and bikes. Doggy memes. 4chan call it doggy memes, but doggy memes, they're such a win. Michael Adebayo getting battered up in the jail cell, fail or win? You know what? That's actually a win because he's had it coming to him. He's an absolute arsehole, and someone was about to do that anyway to him, but he got off pretty lightly, if you ask me. Katie Hopkins in a Big Brother related TV show, fail or win? It's an utter fail because she's a rent-a-gob cow and her opinions are that fucking toxic. It warrants her to be in an asylum. Whew. And the review of shit for this episode is of the Comic It Android app. For Android, obviously, that can be found for free on the Google Play app market. And basically this app lets your favourite comic book heroes appear in photos you take. It's a really good thing because if you take a photo of a building, and you can get all sorts of superheroes to actually appear right beside it or to the side of it, and it is really good. It's quite a unique niche novel app, but the only downside is the way this app actually bundles the layers together and produces the photo. It actually crushes the background and it warps it. It's a shame. See, if you were staying in for New Year this year and you were watching the telly, did you feel that this year's Hogmanay related shows weren't that good this year? I mean, like, sure, we had the comedy up to about 11 o'clock, but the actual like lead up to the Bell show wasn't that great. I mean, it started about 10 to 12 and finished for about 5 past 12. And I'm talking about like ITV and BBC. It just wasn't that good this year. I mean, they put a lot more effort in, years previous. Did you feel that as well? The employment spotlight, bringing heroic advice, what to apply for and what to avoid. In this episode, we'll be talking about Chicken Cottage. Basically, Chicken Cottage is a big restaurant chain that have restaurants all over the UK, and they're always doing recruitment drives. But if you've seen the vacancies online or on job boards, I would suggest not to apply for Chicken Cottage because of one major thing. They do not like paying their staff. And I tell you something, if you've got a big line of bills to pay at the end of the month, or you've got your rent to pay and you don't get paid, that will make a very, very uncomfortable time. And the final thoughts for this episode, I want to say a massive thank you to one and all for watching another super episode of TMF. And be sure to be joining us for TMF Mini on the 1st of February. But until then, stay safe, stay chill, and catch you later.